You get to wear the goofy-looking helmet.
It's not look goofy on me.
Looks goofy on just about everybody. Look at you. It's pretty damn cute.
I helped you when you asked me to. I learned French for you, and then you just blow me off so you can...
Rom-coms, the beautiful movie genre that makes you blush, tear up, cry, gives you secondhand embarrassment, and ends leaving you with some sort of euphoria, sadness, or relief. A beautiful way to end a 90-minute third-wheeling session. It's magnificent, but it also begs the question of how the actual fuck did we get here?
Would you like to date? I mean...
In 2003, rom-coms were like 20% of all major theatrical releases. Now, try and open Netflix or Hulu or any streaming platform you have and search for rom-coms post 2017. You will find some of the worst, badly written, generic, flat movies ever made. I am genuinely convinced that Claude can write better than Hot Frosty or The Kissing Booth, Perfect Date, Holiday, Eurovision. Wait, what? No, some people blame Tinder, some people blame Netflix. I personally blame myself for existing, but there's actually more to it. Back in the day, these movies were loved by people because they mostly revolve around daily human interactions, real dialogue, somewhat realistic scenarios. It was the movie that's not a superhero movie, just two regular human beings interacting throughout the whole runtime. Now add some really good acting, some funny jokes, and decent writing, top it all off with that film grainy look, and you got yourself a masterpiece. At least in my eyes. And then Heroflation came in with the rise of superhero movies and the whole cinematic universe thing. Production companies started shifting more towards franchising, a concept with an existing fan base. All you have to do is tease something, milk the shit out of it, then give it to the fans, and they will show up. Unlike rom-coms, you can't really franchise it, you can't do sequels or prequels. It's just a movie about two people. They either get together or they don't. You can't make another movie or have a post-credit scene with Jake will return in Titanic 2. You make it, people watch it, they like it, they don't, you forget about it. And by the nature greed of these companies, they started putting more money towards easy cash grab movies and less on the quirky rom-com genre, which is why most rom-com movies these days have ridiculously low budgets. Also, rom-coms need prestige actors to sell, but A-listers now chase Marvel money or serious Oscar bait. Male actors especially avoid this genre. Female actors like Margot Robbie and Brie Larson skip it entirely for the high art roles. Rom-coms are historically ignored by the Oscars, that's already established, so even if they're great, they don't count in Hollywood's prestige economy. And since 2017, rom-coms officially got ruined. Now let's actually break this down as to what happened. And let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Movies don't look the same anymore. Most movies shot in the 80s, 90s, 2000s are almost all shot on film, which gives it that realism that newer movies lack. There used to be these soft colors, shadows, and grain, and because they were shot on film, they look like your parents' wedding pictures or your first day at school pictures, assuming you didn't grow up watching YouTube shorts. So in a way, the movies look like memories. It looks like something that actually happened and you're just simply living it or reliving it. All before all movies went digital in 2016, making them look like they were shot in a hospital with no colors, no shadows. They look like superhero movies, they look like commercials, and they don't have that realism anymore. And apart from the film looks, the actors look different. Early 2000s had two things that made the movie better. Number one, the actors are not supermodels. They look like regular people that you encounter IRL, unlike today's actor that are all trying to fit in the perfect face shape with surgeries and whatsoever. Because apparently now you're not allowed to have unique traits as a celebrity. You have to all look the same, which mainly just ruins the movie for people. And number two, actors did not have social media back then, so you don't see their stories or you don't get a look in their personal life. So when they show up in character on camera, it helps sell the act. Better than having a TikTok influencer star in a movie. To put this in perspective, imagine your best friend got casted in a rom-com movie or any movie for the matter. When going to the theaters, you're just gonna watch them. You're watching your best friend, like you're not watching the character. You're just seeing your best friend playing a character. That's it. Also, this new era of casting the same actors over and over again is just diluting the illusion that it should sell. With the rise of technology and social media, a lot has changed. It just ruins the movies now. Because all we get out of it is stupid, quirky situations like ooh, I'd stalk this person on Instagram whatever, I liked a really old picture of him, so he must know I'm falling for him. It's all getting repetitive in a way that, And at the same time, just by social media existing, makes a lot of the cool things about romance not make sense. No more missed calls or accidental run-ins, no mysterious strangers. The entire architecture of the rom-com depends on how people are not being able to instantly reach each other. Social media just takes away from that distance. Yes, it keeps people close, but in this case, it shouldn't. Think about every classic rom-com plot device. The missed connection, the dramatic misunderstanding that could be cleared up in one conversation, the racing to the airport to stop someone from leaving, the letter that gets lost. All of these require one crucial element, that the two people cannot instantly contact each other. A lot has changed in terms of the writing of these movies. Nowadays they tend to go for shallow and lifestyle branded, designer clothes, perfect apartments, glamorous careers. It's aspirational content dressed up as a love story. No one can see themselves in these characters. The characters are just too perfect. Nobody roots for perfect people having minor problems. Classic rom-coms worked because of these flaws that made characters more human. More flaws, that means it's more relatable. From the past, I chose 10 Things I Hate About You, a movie which I gave 5 stars to and I think is one of the best rom-coms ever made. And for today's movie, I have picked Anyone But You, which I gave 3.5 stars. Don't kill me, unpopular opinion, but I really enjoyed the movie. Now, I could have picked a Netflix cheesy 1-star rated movie that was adapted from a Wattpad screenplay, but I actually want to make this fair. I chose 2 good movies, which both of them are enemies to lovers, which makes this even more fair. In 10 Things, we start the movie with getting to know every character in depth, a good setup so that for the rest of the movies, you know why certain characters act a certain way. Unlike the new movies where you get little to no info about the characters. If you're lucky, you might know what they do for a living, because it's obviously irrelevant. As long as the character have a modeling career, you do not need any background info. Just bring your girlfriend to the theater, pay up, and get the fuck out. Although, no hate, I like both movies, but there's still a change in the structure, especially with the kind of atmosphere we have. In the old movie, you get a lot of dialogue, cute moments, and when the main characters kiss, you know the movie ended. Where now, they both fuck 10 minutes into the movie, and the rest is just sexual jokes and sexual interactions until they realize, you know what, even though I've never showed you any real connection except my genitals, I just might be in love with you. Having the plot of the rom-com be something unique, as in someone paying someone to go out with someone that they don't necessarily like, is one interesting thing to watch. And Hot Frosty is... The movie's plot is about Kathy, who recently lost her husband only to find a snowman in the park. For some reason, she gives him a scarf, and later on the snowman turns into a human. They fall in love, but at the end of the movie, for some reason, he starts melting or dying. I don't know exactly. But Kathy's magical kiss brings a dying, melting Jack, snowman, man, back to life, turning him into a permanent human. That is a movie that someone who works at Netflix has read and thought, oh, that's a great idea, let's move it to production with $40 million. Now again, no hate to whoever worked in this movie. I mean, I'm sure it has its fans, but you get my point. The appetite for romantic comedies have never gone away. The genre didn't die because people never stopped wanting love stories. It died because the people making them stopped respecting the audience enough to make good ones. And because the audience nostalgia for the old ones made it easy to sell them bad imitations instead. A modern rom-com doesn't need to pretend smartphones don't exist, although I think it should. It needs to find the new version of the misconnection. What does it mean to misunderstand someone in an era where you can read their entire personality online before you meet them? What does it matter to fall for someone when you've never pre-briefed on all their red flags? Those are terms that are actually used in newer movies. But no matter how many rom-coms are made, I am sure that there is something genuinely interesting that nobody has made yet. Thank you for watching the 5th episode of Peter Yap Sessions. I've had a lot of fun writing this video. Although I think I could have done a better job, but you know, it's only my 5th video, so maybe next time. And yeah, that's it. See y'all.